Crescendo is a collaborative game that is based on fundamental principles of music. And so players come together and they are required to make a song, basically, within a certain time limit. It is accessed through their iPhones. There's an iPhone application that connects to a computer running a server, and players will be presented with two sets of cards, one determining the length of the note and the other determining a pitch.
Once we get a message from the iPhone, we use an open source library known as JFU to translate it into something that Crescendo can interpret and display. What JFU does is it takes in a string and it breaks it into the note's pitch and length components, and then it stores in that the associated audio that would go with it. So when you look at Crescendo, the display that we use is based on the JFU pattern behind that note, as well as the audio that plays from the server.
Crescendo's gameplay starts off with the users selecting common game options such as key signature, time signature, and then it allows them to move on to the actual game.
And how it proceeds is Crescendo starts off with a single staff on the screen, and the players are given chord changes. And with alternating turns, the players are required to fill in the measures according to the chord changes that are given to them, and in effect they build a song.
The actual gameplay of Crescendo includes collaborative and competitive aspects. Players share a single game timer that increases when correct notes are played and decreases when incorrect notes are played. Because of this, the actions of any player affects the game for all others. Players are also scored individually based on the notes that they play. In this way, players become invested in their own performance and are thus encouraged to pay attention to the notes of others and the key changes as the game progresses.
So what we're seeing in our education systems is things like band, choir, football, soccer are kind of losing momentum. The idea behind Crescendo was to slip some of the things that the older generations loved, like band, back into the younger generations through the things that they really seem to care about. And so that was the goal of Crescendo, was to present music education as a game that they would enjoy.
One of the things we really like about Crescendo is its multimodal gameplay. The fact that players can interact with the game on their own private display on the iPhone, as well as the public display, which is seen by all players, we think really fosters a collaborative environment and promotes teamwork among students. We designed the interface for Crescendo to be very easy to use and could be applied across a wide range of ages, which makes it ideal for music education. Consider this application. A teacher creates a lesson, say a song that a student might have to play through, and can send it electronically to a student who has access to the Crescendo application. Crescendo can then load that lesson, and a student can play through it and work to complete that lesson. You might even be able to have multiple students work together to finish a lesson that a teacher has created.